Hey guys, today we'll be talking about the recursion in functions, recursive functions, solving the factorial using the recursive functions. Here I have written a program which what does is we have a factorial function and we call it recursively, and so this is a program we'll be doing today. Bit lengthy though. Anyway, let's start with it. So what we do here is standard IOStream iconia.h. Here I've declared the function factorial, which will be taking the int a number, and then I started here the void main declare int number. So let's start it with here what will be happening in the memory. Let's say this is the memory. Okay, and when we see here, let me do it like this. So when we see the int number here, here it's declared like this. Let's say number. Okay, in the memory we declare memory with the as an int for number, and so after that there's a cout statement that asks please enter a positive integer. We stored it in the number. Let's start with a fairly easy number. Let's say it's 3. Okay, so number is 3 that we entered. It says if it's less than 0, then say that it's not a positive number, since 3 is not less than 0. So this is false, it comes out. In the else it goes cout. So it's cout number, and factorial is, it calls a function factorial number. Okay, so we are calling a function factorial number. Let's say and whenever we call a function, a new space is created in a memory. Let's say this is our whole memory, this whole big. Okay, this is our memory in the computer that we can get. And whenever we call a function, a separate memory is assigned to that function, where it can keep its local variables. So like this, in the factorial function in temp, this is a local variable for the factorial function. So where this temp variable will be assigned, it will be assigned here. So let's say when we call a function, let's name the factorial here. Let's put the name of the function here, and let's put the argument here that goes with it, so that we know this memory is allocated for which function. Okay, and so here we call the factorial number, and what we have number is 3. So we call the factorial 3. A separate memory is allocated for this function. And then what's the first line in the? So as soon as we the computer, or the compiler I must say, sees this statement, the control straight away jumps to here, and then the first line is int temp. So it means a memory is allocated by name temp, which is integer type. So we have allocated a memory temp. Okay, next is, and one more thing, there's a number is also there, though the number should be before temp, but that's okay. And what's the value of number? Since number is here as an argument, this is the formal argument, and the actual argument comes from here, that's 3. So number will be 3. So here the number will be 3. Okay, and so now it's 3, number is 3, we have allocated the temp, it comes here. Number 3 is less than or equal to 1, that's false, so it doesn't go here, it comes off here. So temp is equal to number into factorial number minus 1. So this is a function. So it means that we are calling a function here. So what we'll do, so we are calling a function. What's a number here? Number is 3. Since we have seen for the factorial 3, we are in this. memory area, and the number is 3 here. So we'll be calling the function number minus 1. So that's 3 minus 1. So that's 2. So factorial 2. So as soon as the function factorial is called, a new memory is allocated for the new function named factorial 2. So let's say this memory is allocated, and we name it as here factorial, let's say 2. Okay, pardon my writing. I haven't written anything for a while now. I only write my ring checks, that's it. Anyway, so, and the first thing that goes here is number, since that's an argument, and the value goes 2 since it's a formal argument, and the number, and we are calling a function, and with the value or the argument, actual argument is 2, so in number, so number gets 2. Then is the int temp, then we write here the temp. Okay, and then temp, and if number is less than equal to 1. So since we are right now in this function, so okay, so is number less than equal to 1? That's not true, since number is 2 right now, so that's false. So we come to this statement, temp is equal to number into factorial number minus 1. So what's number? Number is 2. 2 into factorial n minus 1. What's n minus 1 here? Number is 2. Since we can see here, number is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So the function factorial 1 will be called. Since again one more function is called, a new memory will be allocated with the name, factorial 1. And as we know here already, number is equal to 1, and so, and after that we'll go to int temp. So we'll put a memory location here, temp, that's it. Okay, if number is less than equal to 1, what's number now? Number is 1, is less than equal to 1, that's true, so it returns 1. So what happens now? So here, so from this, the control is right now in this function. So here, it returns 1. So as soon as returns 1, this whole memory is deleted. Okay, it's deleted, and the control comes to this. As you remember, the control went from this to here, and from here it went from factorial 2 function, it went to here. And here from factorial 2 it went to factorial 1. And since the factorial 1 returned 1, this, as soon as returned 1, this whole memory is deleted. Okay, and it can be reallocated to any other memory space, whichever function or whatever, for whatever reasons. And now the control comes back to factorial 2. And where were we in factorial 2? Remember, we called here factorial, where number, since number is equal to 2 in this function, so we call the factorial number minus 1. So number was 2, 2 minus 1, that's 1, we call the factorial 1. And now since it has returned 1, so it means that we will be replacing the value of the returned value. We will be replacing this by the return value. So let's say that we have deleted this and we have replaced it with the value returned, that's 1. So then number into 1. So number is, what's the number here? Number is 2. So 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is equal to temp. So that's 2 into 1, 2. So temp is equal to 2. So now here the temp is equal to 2. Okay. So temp is equal to 2. This is temp is equal to, now we return temp. So when we return temp, we are returning the value of temp, it means. So temp is 2, so we will be returning 2. So as soon as we return 2, this whole memory is deleted. And the control goes back to the function who has called this function. So since it was a factorial 3 that has called the factorial 2, we will go back to this and see what has been returned. We go back to factorial 3. Remember, we were here when we called factorial 2 number minus 1, number was 3, 3 minus 1, that's 2, and we call the factorial 2. Since we know now that it returned 2 here, since it returned the value of temp, and value of temp was 2, right? So it returned 2. So let's think like we erase this whole thing and it was returned by 2. This has been replaced by 2. Okay, so number into 2. What's number here? What's the value of number here? We can see 3. So 3 into 2, remember here it's 2, it's 6. So temp is equal to 6. In this statement, temp is equal to 6. Okay, so now temp becomes 6. And here it returns temp. And now you'll be thinking that now where it returns. Actually, this thing was called here. Remember, factorial number was 3 and it was called. So when we return the temp from here, that's 6, this whole thing gets deleted. And the control goes back to here. And this is replaced by the return, that's 6. Remember? So 6, we'll put the 6 here, and the factorial, so the what it will print out is cout number is 3 factorial is 6, and here it will come out and it will be gets in. So the here output will be 3 factorial is 6. So that will be the output. And here's a program again if you wish to see it. I hope this was easy to understand, and let me know if you have any other issues. Bye.